What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. Look at it. Look at how scary this dude is. Look at this guy. This is the stuff of nightmares right here. This is the Mage tier set set, but this looks so good, especially on a Mecha Gnome. Look at him. He's so terrifying. Oh my god. Listen, I hope you're all doing very well. We're going to continue the ranged DPS series, and talk about Fire Mage today. I was experimenting a lot with Mage on the stream last night, so if you guys haven't checked out the stream yet, twitch.tv/ZukoVibes. That's me on Twitch. Go check it out. We had about 20 or 25 people in there last night all chilling. So I am continuing the ranged DPS series. We did a Marksman Hunter video. I will do BM Hunter soon. I think I've already kind of done a BM Hunter video, but we'll do that. Then we're going to cover the Mage specs. I'll cover Warlock. We'll get Evoker in there eventually. We're going to do them all. And guys, a disclaimer whenever I do these videos, you know I'm not really a ranged player as much as I am a melee player. You know, I have a handle. I'll get a handle on this kind of stuff, but realistically, I'm a melee player. And this is not going to be min-maxing top everything. It's just not, I'm not that good at it. So just bear that in mind when I'm talking about it. What I want to do in this video is introduce you to Fire Mage, talk about a couple of really cool things that they've got going for them, show you the build that I ran in the dungeon footage, sort of, to a degree. And then talk about how good I think Fire Mage is going to be, where it sort of sits. Because if you're thinking of playing Mage this expansion, I think Fire Mage is looking good. TLDR, I think it looks quite good. So, and the tier set looks amazing. Look at this thing. So let's dive right in. Let me talk about the class tree really quick, which is full of good stuff. This class tree is actually insanely good. My camera's not in the way. They're good. So number one, altar time is completely insane. And you're going to see actually in some of the dungeon footage, I'm not even good at it yet at all, but I was kind of starting to get the hang of it. And I had a couple altar times that were just disgusting. Like, I had 2 debuffs on me and my health was getting to like 20%, and then just boop, I was back. I sent myself back in time, got rid of the debuffs, got rid of the damage that I had taken. It's such a mage way to avoid damage, and Blizzard has done, like, this is one of the best defensive abilities in the entire game. I love the thought process behind altar time. I think it is so cool. And if you can really, like, master it, oh my god, you can become like a literal wizard, you know? You're a wizard Harry. All right, good, like, invisibility gives you movement speed, which is cool. Blazing Barrier is only a 25-second cooldown, and it absorbs an absolute buttload of damage. So they have so much actual sustain in here. Mirror Image gives you 20% DR. Altar Time can reverse everything, of course. Greater Invis down here also gives you 60% DR, which is insane. Your Mirror Images can heal you if you take Reabsorption, okay, which is also really cool. Your Barriers will heal you. So they'll heal you for 20% of the damage absorbed anytime you gain a barrier. And I gain a barrier from Blazing Barrier, and I also gain one whenever I blink. Gain a shield that absorbs 6% of your max health whenever you blink. So boop, I blink and I get a shield, and then I press 5 and I get another shield. I'm absorbing, you know, 80,000 damage right now between these 2 shields. And they're healing me. Like, it's just, like, actually insane. And that's whenever I blink. I blink again because I've got Shimmer, right? To get Tempest Barrier. So you can just keep getting that. Like, in my Blazing Barrier's back, and then my Shimmer's back again. So I get another barrier. Like, it's gross how many you get. Really, really cool stuff there. So I was really impressed with the healing kit and the damage reduction you can get for Mage. Of course, Ice Block's here too, and Ice Block heals you for 40% if you have this talent here. I don't have 2 points into it, but the point is, Mage is actually pretty strong. Lots of barriers, lots of healing, and then some really fancy ways of avoiding damage like Altar Time and Ice Blocks your immunity. So I'm really impressed there. On the bottom side, really what I was interested most was Meteor and Dragon's Breath. And Meteor is okay. It only ends up being 4% of my damage. So you could probably not take Meteor, but 4% is 4%. It's not nothing, and certainly it scales with the number of targets, right? It's split evenly between all targets, but it also burns the ground. And that burning effect, that 6,000 fire damage over 8.5 seconds, that does burn every enemy. It's not split between all enemies. So Meteor's, like, kind of okay. And I've just been testing it on the dummies here, and it's only hitting 4 targets. So if you had 10 targets, then the burning from Meteor would certainly do more damage. But Dragon's Breath is really kind of what you're looking for over here, because you can make it you can turn it into a hot streak proc from Alexstrasza's Fury. So that's really why I have this line. I could do without Meteor, actually, and just have Dragon's Breath. That's really why you want to go down here. So Dragon's Breath giving you that hot streak proc there is really, really good with Alexstrasza's Fury, okay? And then finally, we've got Shifting Power, and oh my god, Shifting Power is just the absolute king of this entire tree. Or queen, you know, whatever you want to be. 12 seconds off the cooldown of every other mage ability, which is insane. So your Blazing Barrier gets its cooldown back, Dragon's Breath to proc that hot streak, Meteor to get another Meteor to come down, all your defensive tools, Rune of Power, which is like essential for doing damage at all, really. You want this down as much as possible, and it's like, it just, I don't know, like everything getting cooled down by 12 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. Combustion getting down by 12 seconds is insane. Your Phoenix Flames and your Fire Blasts are the big deal, though, because they will get reduced as well, and you'll get like 1.5 to 2 charges on each of these things. So this is absolutely busted. Shifting Power is really good. I can't see how you could do without this. You sort of have to take this in your build, in my opinion. Let me know what you think about it, though. Let me see if you guys have a build that doesn't have Shifting Power. Let me know. But I think it's kind of a quintessential ability now. Now, let's talk about the Spec Tree, the build that I did. Unfortunately, I don't really understand how Flame Strike works its way into this build. I think if you had like an enormous amount of enemies, like if you constantly had 10 to 20 enemies that you were fighting, then the Flame Strike, Flame Patch, even spreading the living bombs with incendiary eruptions, which I did try in one dungeon, it actually felt kind of cool. And the living bomb damage was actually like a real thing. But I just don't like playing this style versus playing the Pyroblast and spread it around with Fire Blast style. Which actually, I forgot to take this over here. How did I get this over here before? I'm missing something here. No, I have to have that. I think it's this. Yeah, we do that. That's my bad. There we go. So instead of doing like an AoE build with Fire Blast, you make your Pyroblast go AoE by pressing Fire Blast. Fire Blast will spread the ignite from your Pyroblast to enemies. So, and then Master of Flame says Fire Blast spreads ignite to 4 additional nearby enemies. So you get 4 baseline, you get an additional 4 from Master of Flame. So this is how you do your AoE. You take your single target and you turn it into AoE, just kind of like Outlaw Rogue. It's very similar. But why I love this is that it just makes your rotation very, very simple. You're just focusing on pressing Pyroblast as much as possible, and then you press Fire Blast, and it will spread your ignites. So let's just look at that really quick here. Fire Blast causes your ignites to spread to 4 nearby enemies, and ignite damage has a 5% chance to reduce the cooldown on Fire Blast by 1 second. So it's a very, very simple rotation for fire. You're basically getting Rune of Power down, launching your Meteor, and then you're popping Combustion and going ham with your rotation here, trying to bounce between Fire Blast and Pyroblast as much as possible, and then you're weaving in Phoenix Flames to also help trigger the instant cast Pyroblast. Now, the final piece of this build is the Sun Kings down here, and if you guys remember, Sun Kings is a Legion legendary, very, very cool thing from, or not Legion, Shadowlands, sorry. And what it says is, after consuming 8 hot streaks, your next non-instant Pyro or Flame Strike cast grants you Combustion for 6 seconds. So, here's the extra piece of Combustion that you want to know. There's a node here that you can buff Combustion. You could take Temporal Flames, which makes your Pyroblast have a quicker cast time, which is interesting, but it also reduces combustion time. So I would say if you're just starting out with Fire Mage, don't take Tempered Flames, because it turns your combustion from a 12-second duration into a 5-second duration, which is a little bit like, ugh. I would just take Improved Combustion. It'll give you Mastery equal to 50% of your crit stat, which is great. Mastery just increases your ignite damage, and it makes Combustion last 2 seconds longer, which is very significant. So just for ease of use, if you're just getting into Fire Mage, just do this build. Just here, I will copy this, put this underneath the video in the description. You can copy this build. And here's what it looks like, okay? You take all these talents, and you're basically going to be in Combustion all the time because of Sun Kings. So you're going to pop your regular Combustion, do all your stuff. Once you kind of run out of juice, then you're gonna hard cast Pyro when you have the Sun King buff ready to go, and that'll get you back into combustion again, and that will basically bridge the gap and get you back to your regular combustion once again. I'll show you what it looks like right here. Okay? Blazing Barrier just for fun, so we look cool. We're gonna go Rune of Power into Meteor, Rune of Power into Meteor, and then I'm gonna get my combustion going right now, or my Pyro. I haven't done combustion yet. Sorry. I'm just using some stuff here. Now I'm going to go combustion into Pyro. Flame Blast. We're going to use our Dragon's Breath to... Oh, I didn't get close enough. That's my bad. Anyway, you want to keep getting these instant cast Pyros. Okay? You use Flame Blast and you use Phoenix Flames in order to give you those instant Pyros. We'll get one more here. Now we're going to do a non-instant Pyro. Look, my Sun King Blessing up here. It's about to fade. I'm going to consume it. Now I'm back into combustion again from Sun King. Okay, we're back into combustion again, and we're going to use that all. Combustion's over now. Oops, there we go. I'm going to do Shifting Power. I got my Rune back. Shifting Power gets my cooldowns back. Okay, Shifting Power, or Rune of Power into Meteor again. Then we'll do Dragon's Breath, and then we're going. We're going, trying to get as many hot streaks as we can. Remember, you can always cast Fire Blast off the global cooldown. That's what makes it such an amazing spell. So then you can kind of guarantee that you get those ignites. So there, our combustion's back again. See what we did there? Now our combustion's back. Okay, I'm going to do one more of these. Wait, is it back? Oh, it's not back. That's my bad. Okay, combustion again. Here we go. We're back into combustion. I thought I had Sun King's Blessing there. I probably did, and I screwed it up. I'm sure I screwed that up there. But we're back into combustion again. This is real combustion, which is great. Okay. Get as many as you can. When you're in combustion, your Fire Blast and your Phoenix Flames will cool down much, much faster. Okay, Rune of Power into Meteor. We have Sun King's Blessing. Let's hard cast Pyro, and then we're going to get that free combustion. There we go. We're in combustion now. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. That's how you want to play it, basically. And then we're going to do our... That's Twitch. Sorry, guys. And we're going to do our Shifting Power. Get all of our cooldowns back. Watch Shifting Power. Boom. All of our mage stuff. Boom. Boom. We almost get Rune of Power back, and then we'll just go right back into doing our Fire Blast into Pyro, Phoenix Flames into Pyro, Fire Blast into Pyro, Phoenix Flames into Pyro. We'll get Rune of Power down first, then we'll do our Meteor, and then we'll keep going. I'm going to... Oh, I missed my Sun King's Blessing again. I was too distracted. But you get the idea. I've missed 2 Sun King's Blessings, so I could have had 2 combustions more than I've had. I got combustion back already. Let's do it. I haven't even cast Fireball once. Isn't that crazy? In a regular dungeon, you will end up casting Fireball more. But this is just giving you an idea of what this looks like. So our Sun Kings is counting up. Now, we have Sun Kings active. I'm going to hard cast Pyro to get my Sun King's combustion. Okay? It's really hard to keep track of it sometimes, but that's just... I mean, I've messed it up 3 times already. As I said, this is not my main. But you get the idea, I think, right? Which is really cool. Okay, let's blink away and get a bunch of shields, because that's how this works, apparently. So there, we did 70k overall on 4 targets. Very, very strong. And I screwed it up twice. So you can see our combustion uptime should have been higher. It was only 30%. But the Sun King's Blessing uptime was even higher. And I didn't even consume it that well. So this is the build, guys. This is how it works. You pop combustion and you basically press like one button, which is Pyro, into a second button, which is Fire Blast. You're rotating between these two and you're filling with Phoenix Flames. This is all you're doing. And the Fire Blast will spread the ignites from your Pyro because of Master of Flame and Nudge. So you'll get up to 8 targets. I'm only getting 4 on the testing here. So we would actually get 4 additional targets. We'd be doing way more than 70k. We'd be doing 80, 90, probably 100k if we were doing this right. Okay? You press combustion, you do your thing, then you're building up Sun King's Blessing. When you get to 8, then you have to hard cast that Pyroblast, and then it gets you back into combustion again. That's how it works, and it works very, very well. And let's show you some video footage here. Oops. Oh, it's on the wrong monitor, of course, because I was messing around on the stream last night. I don't know why it was doing this, but there you go. Let's go to the second one. Okay. Get this back up. So here's me in a Ruby Life Pools. I kind of hate this dungeon right now, but anyway. And I didn't have the full... I wasn't playing this very well. I didn't totally understand Sun Kings yet. So this is very, very bad, and you could do way more damage than this. But I do want to... Look at how cool this is. Look at all the numbers. Actually, a living bomb going off. Watch all the living bombs explode. Like, it's just so much fun to play. If I had to say one thing about this, yes, I'm not playing it perfectly. You could absolutely play this better, but holy shit, this thing is fun to play. It is so much fun to play. And even though I was playing poorly, we're still doing a decent amount of damage here. But my God, I can't stress enough, like, how fun this freaking spec is. And, like, actually, I've tried all the specs of Mage now, and, like, Arcane and Fire are just so much fun. Frost is fine, but it's not as fun as the other two, in my opinion. Here's an example of kind of like when not to use Rune of Power. I'm putting my Rune of Power down right now, and this stupid guy puts a rock like right on my feet. So you need to be very careful about where you're putting things like Rune of Power, where you're jumping. I mean, I'm just such a noob here, but we're still doing a little bit of damage. Getting off. Again, it's so mobile because you get those instant cast pyros. You get all those instant cast pyros that it's such a mobile spec, and that's what I really love about it. Here comes a big living bomb. That's going to transfer. I actually love living bomb. I just wish that the numbers on it were better. They're just really not, unfortunately. It has such potential to be good, but here I get combustion back. I'm not sure if I press it here. I think I wait for the next pack. We'll skip ahead here. Here's the next pack. Big damage. Just the numbers, like you're always critting as a Fire Mage, and it just feels good, man. It just feels so freaking good. It's just like boom, boom, the big, big yellow numbers popping up, you know? I think if I had Spell Steal, I could have... Yeah, I just said it right there. I just said it. I didn't have Spell Shield, so I couldn't take it off. That was unfortunate. The single target damage is also very good on Fire Mage. I will say that. There's a couple specs that I've seen, and especially with this build, if you do the Flame Strike build, I feel like you're losing out on some single target damage that you could be doing. I feel like it's just much, much better to have this Pyroblast build where your AoE just comes from spreading your single target damage. And then you still get to retain all the bonuses to your single target damage. Like there's a couple talents that boost Pyro's damage significantly. There's one called Pyroclasm, where it says consuming a hot streak has a 15% chance to make your next non-instant Pyro deal 230% additional damage. Are you shitting me? Like, that is so much. That's a crazy Pyroblast going off there. So, if you're doing like a... see how it does on single target fight, yeah. If you're doing like a single... If you're doing a single target fight, which we're going to see right here, you know, you would have less damage because you're investing points into Flame Strike and probably not investing points into that Pyroblast. So, here we go. I put my Meteor and missed completely because the tank moved him away. Unfortunate. Okay, so we get it going. I'm in combustion. I have Rune of Power down. We're just going crazy, man. We're on fire, and we're doing 34K, 36K. It's awesome. The damage is awesome. I even screwed it up twice because that's just how I'm just so bad at it right now. This was like my second dungeon attempt, I think, second or third. I love Altar Time. But there was Altar Time there. I wanted to show you this. So there's this big thing going off in the corner, and I've already popped Altar Time, I think. Did I not? I did right now. Altar Time is up. I'm losing health. I'm losing health. I'm losing health. Boom, I lose a bunch of health. And I press Altar Time again and pop myself back into position. I love Altar Time. Oh my god, it's so cool. It is so cool. I'll move this over here. There's my second. You can see me twice. You've always wanted to see Zuko twice. I'm doing almost 30k here, and then our damage, everybody else's damage goes up here because they have better AoE rotations, and I didn't do this very well. But this boss is not really a single target boss, really, if you think about it. But our single target damage is quite good, and that's a good thing in dungeons for you to have. It's actually quite strong to have a dungeon where, or in any situation, to have a spec that can really focus on single target damage for like tyrannical weeks, or if you just need a priority target to die, you can just pump all your damage into that target and then spread your ignites, which is super, super cool. It's a great playstyle that I love. So Fire Mage really does have that like that prio target damage, which is super cool. Obviously, the ignites are doing most of your damage, but you still get to fire the Pyroblast at an enemy, and then that Pyroblast will look at the numbers. Watch the screen explode here. Ding 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 ding. Look at that. Tell me that's not fun. It's so much fun, dude. Holy crap, it's so much fun. Here comes an insane Altar Time. Here it is. Boom. Back to full health. Altar Time again. Do you see that? It's so insane, dude. It really is. I'm kind of obsessed with Altar Time, not going to lie. It's so cool. I think it's really good. Anyway, That's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down. Remember,
So cool.
this is
man.
Zuko, the melee player,
What an
dipping his
amazing
toes
ability.
into range specs, giving it my best shot. I'm very excited about the things that Fire Mage can do. It's so much fun to play. Let me just say fundamentally that it's a lot of fun to play. A blast, if you will, like Fire Blast. You know what I mean? Like the spell Fire Blast. The joke I was making was, there's a spell. You see what I'm saying? Okay. It's a lot of fun. I actually think the damage potential is super high. I did do another dungeon where I had 100k on a AoE pull. I really did get to 100k, but I'm not going to show any footage of like sort of real testing yet until I am much, much better at the class, because I'm just not right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, all you Fire Mages in the comments, let me know everything I did wrong, and let me know what you think about Fire Mage heading into Dragonflight. I would love to hear from you. Until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.